For the past couple of weeks, I've spent a few afternoons learning Krav Maga. Obviously, I'm not going to be a pro in just a few short sessions, but I definitely came out knowing way more than I could ever imagine. You're about to see my journey as I jumped headfirst into something I've never done before. Hey everyone, it is my first day of class here at Reno Krav Maga. Today I'm going to learn how to strike properly. We'll see my before and after. Before we got started, my instructor, Sean Kovacic, asked me to hit Bob as hard as I could with what training I've had. That training was only a kickboxing class here and there at my gym, but I gave it my all and hit 3 times with my right hand, 3 times with my left hand. Sean then taught me the proper way to hit, with my palm heel, and man, did that make a world of difference. He told me you always want to strike the weakest part of the body, but for practice, I was striking the chest. Once I learned the basics, it was time to put my entire body into those punches.
Well, the next step is going to be you're going to put your shoulder behind it. You're going to pop your shoulder. So you're still going to strike like this, but what I want you to do is forget about that. I want you instead to think about taking your shoulder and slamming it into that same spot.
Then it was my turn. I definitely don't have Sean's muscles, but I was surprised by my own strength. After I got it down, it was time for my 2 minutes of terror, and that it was. First, how many strikes I could do in 5 seconds, then a minute, then 2 minutes. Not only does this test you physically, it also tests you mentally.
Don't slow down, don't stop. He's not stopping.
And that was my first day. I think it took a week for me to be able to lift my arms above my head, and I considered myself to be in pretty good shape. Day 2 wasn't any easier. First things first, learn how to take my palm heel and hit someone in the temple. It's harder, though, than you might think. It takes your whole body, and you have to follow through. Again, I didn't know my own strength. Then you can guess what happened. 2 minutes of terror. You never realize how long 2 minutes is until you have to do that.
It's the most important thing you have. Make sure you fight for it.
Phew, made it through that, but I'm still not finished. Next was leg strikes. I learned how to properly strike someone with my knee, where to put my arms for the greatest impact, and how to put my whole body behind it where it matters the most, the groin or the stomach. But Sean tricked me on this one. The 2 minutes of terror really was a minute and a half on each leg. Again, I never would want to have to fight someone for that long.
I'm going to live. You think that all the time. I'm going to live.
Day 2, now done. A week later, my legs were still sore. Day 3, I learned collarbone strikes with a hammer fist. Thankfully, there was no 2 minutes of terror with this one. Next, the ice cream scoop. And your attacker probably won't see it coming. If someone has you chest to chest, use your palm heels to hit their head and stick your fingers in their eyes.
You want to put him right in the inside here, close to the bridge of his nose. And we call it ice cream.
Last but not least, probably my favorite thing I learned during Krav Maga, what he calls the egg scramble. Swinging your arm around like a softball pitch, landing right in the attacker's groin. In all, I learned more than I ever expected in so little time. Physically and emotionally drained, but stronger for it. Lessons that could mean the difference between life and death. Whatever self-defense option is right for you, just know it's you against everyone else. You have to stay strong and always believe in yourself.